When I say fly by the seat goal getters, I say not G-O, but G-O-A-L getters, goal getters. These are the people who are very eager and ambitious, and they just want to learn along the way. So they're ready to jump in there, but they are clueless in what's coming up. Is that you? The third one, many try to tackle it alone. You know, that Superwoman, that Wonder Woman, that Superman mentality? How about the ones that just likes to work alone? Here's a real one. This is real. Time restraints on just getting everybody, all members together at one time. Is that you? Number 4, many do not have someone to pass the baton properly to them. The key word here is properly. Let me give you an example. You have a president of the club, you're near the end of the year, and all of a sudden the president has to leave abruptly. Now your new president comes in, ready to start the new year, but has no idea on what needs to be done. Or better yet, has no idea what a club success plan is, so they don't have a framework to start with. Tell me, is that your club situation? And then number 5, the mere fact that the CSP, the Club Success Plan, is 15 to 17 pages alone. That right there, you're looking at, I have to complete all of that. I have more things that have precedence over this, more things that's more priority. So you sit that 15 to 17 page document to the side. Is that you? Excellent. So we're going to move right into it. Today's agenda is going to touch on, we're going to touch on the manual, this manual that houses the CSP. Number 2, we're going to dive heavily into the Club Success Plan. And number 3 on the agenda, we're going to share best practices. Sounds like a winner? Excellent, excellent. So let's move right into today's objectives. Today we're going to identify, locate the location of the Club Success Plan, hence the manual. Number 2, we're going to identify and conquer the known challenges. We've already talked about the known challenges. We listed them out, and we know what's on our forefront. And then we're going to finish up with constructing a list of challenges and opportunities to discuss best practices. Sounds good, team? Excellent, excellent. So let's move right into it. The manual, item 1111, or 1111 as some say. So this one is going to knock out that first known challenge we talked about earlier, where it says, I simply wasn't aware. This manual, which explains the district's, the Distinguished Club Program and provides guidelines to the Club Success Program, and also it is the how-to in becoming a distinguished club. So, Cynthia, where do I get this manual? Where do I get 1111? Eva, I'm glad you asked. You're going to go to www.toastmasters.org. And all you do is simply type in 1111 in the search box, and voila, it pops up. Download this and save this editable PDF. The template is located in the last 17 pages of this manual. In addition to that, your club president receives a hard copy with his or her club's leadership manual. So it's definitely there and it's very accessible. And the great thing about the Club Success Plan in the back of this manual, it's a fillable template. All right, so let's move on. Now let's dive into the Club Success Plan. I put a quote up here. Don't you love it? I love this quote by Ben Franklin. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Let's dive right into the Club Success Plan. The Club Success Plan is a framework your club uses to accomplish its goals. It tracks factors that ensures your club is successful in terms of 1, membership engagement, 2, education season, and finally, club quality. The CSP, the Club Success Plan, is a living, breathing, work in progress, always document. Let me say it again. It is a living, breathing, work in progress, always document. You should be reviewing your CSP, your Club Success Plan, on a regular basis. As an individual, individuals should, review it often. And as an executive committee, you want to review it at every executive officer's meeting. That makes sense, right? This gives you an opportunity to update and change things that are not working, as well as create an update action plan based on the progress that you've already made towards your goals. That is your club success plan. All right, check this one out. So this one talks about your executive committee. This one tackles the known factor of many may try to tackle it on their own. Are you familiar with the Club Success Committee? Who are they? Yep, I hear it rolling around in your head. You're right. Your president, your VPE, your VPM, your VPPR, your secretary, your treasurer, sergeant at arms, and even the immediate past president. Yes, that's correct. Did you know that the executive committee, again, which includes all 7 officers and that immediate past president, they develop the club success plan together. Together, everyone achieves more. While the club president is responsible for the club success plan, the team, the executive committee, develops the club success plan. Again, this is going to conquer that trying to tackle it on my own syndrome. All right? All right, so let's jump into it a little bit more. Starting with the president's vision for the club, notice on the screen, under the vision, I have pages 1 through 5. Yes, pages 1 through 5 of the club success plan template. Okay, of the club success plan template. Pages 1 through 5. The president should tackle pages 1 through 5 with the assistance of the immediate past president. Can anyone tell me why the president would solicit the assistance of the immediate past president? Let me ask again. Can anyone tell me why the president would solicit the assistance of the immediate past president for pages 1 through 5?
The immediate past president is aware of who has led the club for a year and may be able to help the president to establish common team operating principles, look at some potential obstacles, help him with meeting protocol, and help the new president develop behavioral norms that's within the culture of the club.
I love it. Yes, excellent. I agree with you wholeheartedly. This will allow them to be able to share and give him or her a starting point. All that to sum it up in 2 words, a starting point. To be able to give them a situation analysis. He should know the current state of the club and be able to share that with the incoming president. The saying goes, the club identifies where it is. The saying goes, only once your club identifies where it is, can you plan where it needs to go. I love that. Again, the saying goes, only once your club identifies where it is, can you plan where it needs to go. So some of the headers in pages 1 through 5 are team composition, values, team operating principles, potential obstacles, meeting protocol, and team interactions and behavioral norms. Values is a given. Why create the wheel? Why not use for your club values the same values that TMI, Toastmasters International, use and RISE? You may see it as integrity, respect, service, and excellence, but as an acronym to help you remember it more, just RISE, respect, integrity, service, and excellence. Use that as your values for your club, just as TLI organizations do for the organization. Let me ask you this. Can someone give me or share with the group an example of a team operating principle? I know, I'm putting you on the spot, so I'll throw a few out there. We're open and honest with one another. We treat each other with dignity and respect. We listen to and respect each other's ideas and opinions. We honor our own commitments, and we have fun. So those are just a few team operating principles you can throw in there. So think of some of those things on that line, and you can throw it in there as your club into your club success plan under team operating principles. All right? Move forward. The club success plan. The club success plan, I also have it elements. Wow. The club success plan includes 4 elements necessary to achieve your club goals. 4 elements. Those elements are the what, the how, the who, and the when. Let me say it again. Those 4 elements are the what, the how, the who, and the when. Determining in advance what should be done, when and how it will be accomplished, and who is responsible for doing it makes achieving success much easier. Wouldn't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so if you're looking at the screen, take a look at the elements. The what, the how, the who, and the when. And it's broken down on the action plan in the CSP for every action plan. So it's repetitious, so everyone can help each other. But if you look on here and I say where it's team efforts, where I talk about together everyone achieves more, I have listed here 1, 2, 3, 4 officers, starting with the VPE. Here I have pages 6 through 8, so just 3 pages at the most. Underneath it, your DCP goals 1 through 6. Pages 6 through 8 for the VPE is the Education Action Plan. And it's going to break out for you on the template, again, which is editable, the what, the how, the who, and the when. Pages 6 through 8 for the action plan for the VPE correlates with the DCP, Distinguished Club Program, goals 1 through 6. How easy is that? Again, it's a team effort. If you come down to the VPM, pages 9 through 10, again, 3 pages at the most. It correlates with DCP goals 7 and 8. Again, the format for each action plan is the same. It gives you the 4 elements, the what, the how, the who, and the when. And you see the secretaries and the treasurers. Treasurer's DCP goal is 10, secretary is 9, 12 to 14, and pages 15 through 17 for the treasurer. All right, so I'm going to dive into it just a little bit more to kind of give you some specifics. Again, the CSP, the Club Success Plan, is easy to do if you do it as a team. So for your elements, and we're going to break it down into words now. If you look at your Education Action Plan here, I actually said the first one. What's your what? What action plan will you take to meet? So you want to be specific on that part. I want to get 4 CCs. You want to be very specific because the next one is going to ask you what resources can be used to help. Your resources can be person, place, or thing. Be creative. Your who. Who's responsible? Who's responsible for that CC using those resources that you've listed? In your Education Action Plan under your VPE is responsible. She or he is going to be responsible for those 3 pages for getting this action plan to be able to help get that DCP goal met. And the final one is your when. When will the action plan begin and end? You want to put in here a proposed date of begin and a proposed date of completion. Everyone's action plan is broken up, again, into those elements, and it looks as such as this. Press forward. All right, so this one I'm going to dive into a little bit more. So one of the things when the District 18 put out the flyer, the marketing, the notification that we're having this webinar on the Club Success Plan, one of the questions they asked you in the flyer was, does the thought of filling out your 15-page Club Success Plan scare you? So I have to be fair and try to condense it even more. But please, I have to put my disclaimer out there. I love, love, love teamwork. So my best practice and my revelation and that defining moment for me was learning how to work together in order to get this 15 or 17-page document done in no time at all by using the team. So that's what I showed you before. But what I have up on the screen now I'm showing you, and I'm giving credit to District 23 because I did pull it off of the Internet, is the Club Success Plan and DCP tracking sheet at a glance. This document here mimics just what I went over in full, the 15 to 17-page CSP. And it puts it all as a one-pager. So you're looking at it at a glance. If you notice, it gives you your what on your far end. The next column is your who. The next column is your how, what's needed in order to get this. And that second to the last column is your when. When is it going to be done? The thing I like about this document at the end, it gives you your progress column. So you can actually put your progress in. I've completed 3 of 4. I've completed 2 of 3, or whatever the case may be. Another neat thing about this particular at a glance one-pager is it gives you some tools to use at the bottom of the page. If you're a VPM membership and you're going after getting more members in, whatever your number may be, it gives you some tips on what you can use in order to boost your membership. And then it gives you the date to do it. So, for instance, why not take advantage of hosting an open house in the months of January and July? How about going after the Smetley Award campaign, August through September? How about Talk Up Toastmasters campaign, February through March 31st? So some great ideas right there at your fingertips on a one-pager at a glance. At the bottom, it gives you where you need to go. It says if you want to be a distinguished club, meet 5 out of 9 goals. 5 or 6 goals. If you want to be selected, distinguished, 7 or 8 goals, and president, 9 or 10 goals. So at a glance, this document is there for you. Again, I put my disclaimer out there. Teamwork is a beautiful thing. Get everyone involved. But again, you do have a quick tracker. You have a quick club success at a glance one-pager. So this is an option as well. So we dove into the club success plan. Now we're at the end of the webinar where we talk about best practices. So some of the best practices, and it's going to vary, so I want to be able to get some class participation at this point. Jump out there and what have you done, or what some of the things that you can share with the team on the phone today about some of the best practices you've taken in order to make your tackling your club success plan easier. I'm going to start you off. One of the things that we do at our club, one of the things that I've seen is that during your executive club meeting, officers meeting, we put our club agenda, our meeting agenda, in a format where we identify the goal of on the VCP that treasurer or that officer is going to report out on. So if you look at number 1 on your screen, it says meeting agenda, the time frame that they're supposed to speak, the person who's speaking. So now we're on the treasurer's report. Then we give them what we want them to speak out on. But at the bottom, the last bullet says distinguished and club program review. So they'll talk about that, where they are, where they stand with their goal. For the treasurer, it's goal number 10. Where do you stand with that? Have you sent in the required money with the document to accomplish goal 10? So if you break that down for every officer, that's very helpful because it's always at their forefront. It helps you discuss your portion of the club success plan. If you notice, when we had the slide up about the breakdown for the VPE, the VPM, the secretary, and the treasurer, the VPPR and the SAA was not on the list. So why weren't they on the list, Cynthia? Is it that they don't have a part in this? The team always comes with everybody, so everyone has a part. The VPPR and the SAA will assist the entire team. We want them to be able to give input to the president on the first 1 through 5 pages. Because the SSA sees all, because the SSA walks the guest in from the beginning to the end. The SSA opens the meeting and calms everybody down. He's always there. He's always knowing. So he can see what's going on. He can tell and help the president with the current state of the club. The VPPR can help everyone everyone can touch on every aspect, especially with the VPM, with membership. So, yes, everyone plays a part in the club success plan. Utilize your VPPR and your SAA to assist the entire team with filling out your club success plan. Don't leave them out. The other best practices I like is to ensure all officers of the club, this includes your SAA, your VPPR, make sure that they're aware of the CSP template. Let them know what it is. Make sure they're aware of what it is. And then if you use the at a glance, the one-page document, let them be aware of that. And the reason why I want you to do that, because when your AD comes out, your area director comes out to visit on the club visits, you want to be able to present them with where your club stands, your current state and your future state. Your AD, your area director, you will be surprised on how much they can assist you and help you with reaching your goals in your CSP, or even if you're a little weary about your CSP, they can help you establish that CSP and get you going in the right direction. So don't sleep on that. Definitely, that foundation and that framework from your CSP is the way to go. Is there anyone else that has some best practices they can share with helping us tackle the fear of diving into the CSP, the Club Success Plan? Definitely speak out now.
Yes, Cynthia, this is Jeff Jones, president of CMS Toastmasters. That one-pager DCP goal tracker, yes, that one at a glance. A best practice that we've tried is I've given it out to all of the officers, but particularly the VPE, the VPM, the secretary, and the treasurer. And I've assigned the vice president of public relations as well as the SAA to assist the VPE and the VPM and have them complete that to the best of their ability, just based upon what they know. And then we meet as an executive committee, pull the reports, and discuss it. And we were able to pretty much fill out the sheet, and the officers were able to go back and complete their portions of the Club Success Plan because they had actual names and feedback from other members of the executive committee.
Very nice, very nice. So when you say you gave it out to all your other officers, especially the VPE and the president, you must be an area director.
Well, I was talking about the club, but I am an area director as well, and I've given it out to my clubs, and we've walked through it together so that they can see the Club Success Plan at a glance and actually see that they can make some of these goals. A newly chartered club told me, frankly, that they were not going to participate in the Distinguished Club program because they were new and they didn't think they can do it. I used this at-a-glance page to show them what the goals were, and by the time we left the meeting, they assured me that they could be distinguished because now they understood it at a glance, and they're willing to complete the Club Success Plan and compete in the Distinguished Club program.
Very nice. Great testimony. I like that. Excellent. Thank you for sharing, Jeff. Is there another? All right. Silence. If I'm talking over you, that means you still have yourself on mute. Is there another? All right. So silence is golden. It must mean like I kind of got the information across. So hopefully you can definitely walk away with something. But you know what I said at the beginning, and that's to remember that you are not in this alone. Support is right here at hand. I'm always available. I love to be able to assist. You have all your district leaders. And don't forget your other club officers. Reach out outside of your four walls. touch on your other officers that's going through the same things you're going, because that experience is what is a great teacher. You also, again, I mentioned the district leaders, but also, again, you have your Toastmasters World International staff. Just everyone's always available and eager to assist you on this journey. So this concludes the Club Success Plan, the framework for continued club success, presented by Cynthia D. Williams. I was excited to be able to do this for you, and again, I hope you walk away with something. All right, Ms. Elizabeth, I'm going to turn it back over to you, and thank you again for the opportunity.